Hey family, welcome to our special Christmas journey through the scriptures. I'm Pastor Curtis. Say hello to Jimmy.
Hi everybody, Merry Christmas.
Well, it's not Christmas yet. This is what we call Advent. Can you say Advent?
Advent.
Advent is what we call a time when something really important is coming.
Christmas is coming.
That's right. And with Christmas, we celebrate Jesus' birth. God the Son coming to earth as a human being. And much like we are waiting for him to come back again into the world to make all things new, a long time ago, people were waiting for Jesus to come the first time.
Well, I'm excited to learn about Christmas and Advent.
Good, you should be. That's fantastic, Jimmy. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're here. Today, we are diving into a prophecy from the book of Isaiah. But before we start, let's talk about that word, prophecy.
Prophecy, I know what that is. That's when I get off the bus and cross Mr. Jenkins' yard and he says, "Get off my prophecy!"
No, Jimmy, that's property. No, A prophecy is a special message from God that he speaks through people. Prophecies can be kind of like God sharing a sneak peek about what's about to come. Imagine this. A long time ago, a man named Isaiah got a message from God, and this is a little part of that message. Isaiah 9:6. A child will be born to us. A son will be given to us. He will rule over us, and he will be called Wonderful Adviser and Mighty God. He will also be called Father who lives forever and Prince who brings peace. So this prophecy talks about a child who will be born, a special son.
A child and a special son, that's interesting.
Absolutely. And guess which special son this prophecy is talking about?
Jesus.
Yes. And he is called Wonderful Adviser and Mighty God, Father who lives forever and Prince who brings peace.
Wow, Jesus has a lot of names.
A lot of names, yes. And each name or title actually tells us something very unique about Jesus. For example, Wonderful Advisor means that he's going to give the best advice ever. And Mighty God shows us how Jesus isn't only a human being. As the Son of God, Jesus himself is God. You got that, Jimmy?
I'm hanging in there.
All right. Now let's go to this next verse, okay? All right, Isaiah 9:7. There will be no limit to how great his authority is. The peace he brings will never end. He will rule on David's throne and over his kingdom. He will make the kingdom strong and secure. His rule will be based on what is fair and right. It will last forever. The Lord's great love will make sure that happens. He rules over all.
David's throne, what's that? Like David and Goliath?
Well, that David grew up and eventually he became king. God promised that someone from David's family would always be a king. So when Isaiah talks about this son ruling on David's throne, God is talking about Jesus being that special king God promised, a king who brings peace and fairness.
Oh, like a royal family promise.
Exactly. And here's something super incredible, Jimmy. Jesus brings a peace with God that will last forever. A special peace. This isn't the kind of peace that, you're getting along with a friend one day and then the next day you guys are in a fight again. No, this peace lasts forever.
A forever peace. Sounds amazing.
It is amazing, absolutely. Jesus came and brought us everlasting peace with God by living a perfect life and by, out of the love of God, giving His own life for us by dying on the cross.
Wow.
But He didn't stay dead. He rose from the dead, Jimmy. Yeah. On the third day, He was raised from the dead and is alive today so that we can have peace with God forever. Jesus is the only one who can bring us everlasting, forever peace and joy.
Wow.
All right, there you have it, family. Our wonderful adventurous journey has begun with a wonderful promise about Jesus. As we get closer to Christmas in this Advent season, remember that it's about celebrating Jesus coming into the earth as a man and getting our hearts ready for Him to come again to make all things new. What do you think, Jimmy?
I think that's great.
All right. Hey, Jimmy and I hope you'll join us again soon for another adventure in the Word of God as we get closer and closer to Christmas Day. Merry Christmas! Well, it's not Christmas yet, Jimmy. See you soon.